What's love got to do? Got to do with baby. What's love? It's about us. It's about trust,
One,
baby.
two, yeah.
So we record it, bro. Mind your language. By the way, don't be tripping on the language. Don't be tripping on the language. What's love got to do? You know that song, bro. You get the moral of the story of that song, though.
I think I was like 5 years
that,
old when this came out, so I don't even know what the song's about.
yeah, no, but fuck that. Like it's
Yeah.
timeless, bro. It's timeless. It's really timeless, bro. Fuck that.
I'm still saying, man, this is dope as Ja Rule meeting Mzegazege, man. Shout out to nigga in school, man.
Shout out to the nigga dog.
That was epic.
I thought there was. You see, that gave me. I won't lie. It gave me hope for, like, seeing the nigga with the township nigga.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? That was like, you know what I mean? There was history in the making. It was like,
that was beautiful.
We could actually all live in magic. That's what I'm saying.
Man, it's like Snoop Dogg meeting, what's his name from Trompies?
What's that guy, man? The guy with the, I remember the guy
Hey, dog, that guy. So, there's so much that happened in our country, but nonetheless, this is the match of Mel meets Shembe. Let's go.
Yeah, and that's actually the crazy part. That what? And you know what it was like? Like when I was telling you about the song now. Mm-hmm. What's love got to do? It's like, who would have thought that a track like that would be like gospel, like right now? Because I think a lot of people have their own beliefs and their own sentiments, about whoever their God is, and right. And now it's kind of like that moment, like, guys, I'm about to leave the club, dog. What's love got to do? Just fuck with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
And it's like having pronouns, bro.
You know what I mean?
Straight. Yeah.
So this is about essentially the kingdom of heaven and earth, and seeing how that could be possible.
Yeah.
In today's context. Now, we have an advantage of the fact that the Bantu peoples lived in a society before colonization, mm-hmm. and that society had a principle, right? But before I go into that, I'm going to go back to the thing that we mentioned in the previous video about looking at the Bible as literature, mm-hmm. as a story that is told, mm-hmm. with a very serious moral and message.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the things that is saying, I actually got the thing you hooked up here. John chapter, I was actually reading, what did I just read out to you now? John chapter 14, verse 15. It says, if you love me, you will observe my commandments, and I'll ask the Father, and he will give you another helper to be with you forever. Mm. So this is who those who are woke enough understand as the promised bride. Right. So Jesus, earlier on in the book of John, is referred to as the groom, MNYENI, the husband.
The husband.
Right. So he was promising to send somebody else who will come on his behalf to do the things that he had promised would be done, which is implement the kingdom of heaven on earth. Mm. So now, and later on, what this is inspired by, like I'm saying, so people mustn't get it confused now.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, what is he doing? What are they saying?
Yeah.
This doesn't say that in the Bible.
I mean, they must go and check. I mean, all of us will. I'm for sure going to go and check what you're talking about. I can reference what you're talking about.
Yeah, go check it.
So now, take us through it.
Yeah, but I think as much as we can go check, right, it's also very important. It's also very important, bro, to understand what is said, that it's in the story. We need to take the moral of the story and apply it in real life.
Okay.
So that's where people will trip. That's where people are like, don't know what this guy's doing. Our job is to just believe that it happened, right? Mm. Or argue that no, it didn't happen, right? And I think that's where a lot of people that
I think that's where the divide is, if not.
It is where the divide is, and I think that's where it's a great tragedy and a shame, because then the whole point is defeated. we defeat the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Because we get stuck on arguing whether it's true or not true, instead of just taking in the information and learning the lesson.
Sure.
And then saying, oh wow, that happened in the story. This is
How does
real
it
life
apply?
now.
Yeah.
What do I do with real life? And this is where, let me take you guys through my notes. But let me read, first of all, what John chapter 16. So this, what's happening here with the marriage in heaven, and seeing how we could implement the kingdom of heaven on earth. It's inspired by this is what's happening in real life now. It's inspired by what's happening in this particular chapter. Yeah, so Jesus is basically doing his final speech, guys. Yo, I'm about to sign out, motherfuckers. I'm out.
I'm leaving the club now.
I'm leaving the club, but y'all niggas.
Someone else must handle the bill.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what you were saying. You say, yo, nigga, I'm leaving, but my wife is gonna come and sort out the bill. Right? All the debts will be paid by her, right?
Sure.
And now this is what he
said.
She's
like the rich aunt of our family.
Yeah, like it's like, yeah, it's almost like that. I don't know if that would be the best example.
It might not be, but in this sense, for
like
future generations, it can relate. But
yeah, if you've had a rich aunt, then you know. Yeah.
She's in. You can see it from
it's sorted.
Yeah.
So I'm reading here, John chapter 16, verse 7. Nevertheless, I'm telling you the truth. It is for your benefit that I'm going away. Right.
Deep.
So deep. What is deep? Like Christians always thinking that we're trying to receive Jesus' second coming. Him. Niggas are signing out. Like, yo, niggas.
My job is done.
I'm done here. I'm out, niggas. For if I do not go away, the helper I just read about will not come to you. But if I do go, I will send him to you. So this is who the Amanazareta referred to as MAKOTI was his coming bride of heaven.
Bride.
Jesus was referred to as the bridegroom, the groom, the husband.
Now the wife
this is the helper that he's talking about. Right? Okay. And when that one, so it's very clear, pa. So Christians are out here talking about the Holy Spirit. Receive the Holy Spirit. It's like, okay, pa. Okay.
Now when she comes.
Yeah, so when that one comes, it says, and when that one comes, I'm reading from verse 8 now, he will give the world convincing evidence. Okay. So this is what the requirement for that one is. This is proof of who that one is. This is what he must do. He will give the world convincing evidence concerning sin and concerning righteousness and concerning judgment. First, sin, because they are not exercising faith in me. And then concerning righteousness, because I'm going to the Father and you will see me no longer. Then concerning judgment, because the ruler of this world has been judged. So this is what the coming helper, the one that Jesus will send, that's why he's going away, so that that one can come. Because it's all about him. Right? So this is why, for some reason,
odd reason. You can argue and say, for example, in other faiths, Muhammad came in essence, because I think that's what it's.
That's great to say that. It's great to say that, right? However, did he fulfill this requirement?
Now it needs us to go and read the Quran.
No, not to read the Quran. What did Jesus promise? He will give the world convincing evidence, sin, righteousness, and judgment. Right. Is the world convinced on these three issues? Or are we all divided?
We're all divided.
We're all divided. That's my point. So this is what this is about. The experiment now is like saying, I think we can all find the same ground on this God of these three things. You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
You see, so anybody that will be claiming that the Holy Spirit, they received the Holy Spirit and what, and guys, look at this thing.
Otherwise, we're 1 against 10 or slice. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's do it,
so
sir.
let's check it out. Let's check it out. So I'm gonna go to my notes, right, and actually just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. So what we see on the Bible literature part here is very simple. The groom says this is what the coming bride will come and do: sin, righteousness, and judgment. So let's interpret what this means. So the reason why Jesus says, yeah, because you're not exercising faith in me. If you pay attention to everything Jesus did, he was a lawbreaker. He would break the law.
He was.
But he was said to have no sin. How is that? So how do you break the law and not be without sin? So this is what the coming bride must do. Secondly, righteousness. So why does Jesus say, because I will not be around anymore? Because when he was around, he was righteous. He showed people what it is to be righteous. He'd heal people on the Sabbath day.
For yourself.
Exactly. So this is now the coming bride gonna say, no, guys, this is how you make a righteous impact. This is how you make a positive impact on life. Okay. This is what you do. This is how you be good.
Okay.
Right? You get what I'm trying to say? Because I'll give you an example. Jesus was accused of being bad because he healed somebody on the Sabbath day.
Yes.
But he's like, nigga, would you not take your donkey out of the hole or your sheep out of the hole if it fell in the hole? Don't be a hypocrite, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a hypocrite.
You get what I'm saying? So teaching people how to be good, how to actually be good, right? And then the attitude towards money, because the ruler of the world, bro, at the time was dinari, money, right? So that's what's up, right? So that's what.
I guess it's the same time. It's the same ruler right now, which is money.
Which is money. So nothing has really changed, right? So going back to the analogy that I made about the Messiah coming in the context of Babylon and the Christ coming in the context of Rome, we're in a similar dynamic. In real life, we can see Rome. Right now, we're living under Roman Dutch law. Yes. We were previously colonized by dun 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 dun. Every name dropping here, bro. We don't know who we're colonized by. We don't have to freaking come on, guys. Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it? Come on.
I've seen the promised land. I've seen the promised land.
So yeah, about your language, by the way, guys. Just another reminder before you trip. Okay, shit. Goddamn. Alright. So going back to the notes. So now real life. That's what happened in the literature now. Right. This helper that was supposed to come eminently didn't really show up. But now we're here in real life and like, So a guy called Azayashim comes to and says, oh, right. Somebody's gonna be the MNYENI, who makes way for the bride. And he says there's 3 reminders to the bride. Incidentally, 3 reminders to the bride.
The exact same amount that Jesus spoke about.
One reminder is about how to keep our beds clean, sleep with us. That's essentially the same as saying sin. How do we not sin, guys? Come on. Right? Please show us. Coming MAKOTI, coming bride, show us how not to sin. Then the next one is like how to plow and patiently wait for the yield. This is like basically having an honest living, you know, earning an honest. That's how to be righteous, right? Then the third prayer is like, please, my dog, restore the kingdom of heaven on earth. So a kingdom, and I've mentioned it before in some of the videos, is an economy. So the way in which the Bantu peoples lived before colonial rule, there was an economy, and there's principles behind this economy.
There was.
Right. Please restore this economy. And essentially now, you see how these 3 prayers become the same in principle reminders that Jesus was saying that, hey, the coming guy is going to say sin, righteousness, and judgment, right? So now what happens now is this is the test. The test is now seeing how we can implement the kingdom of heaven on earth, is seeing how we can implement a skill-driven and equitable economy, because that's the economy that the Bantu people lived in. A place where you could reap where you sowed. Nobody's gonna rip you off.
Yeah.
You eat what you planted. Nobody's gonna come and say, "Oh,
Kill what you eat."
yeah," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then finally, people make their own laws. So we didn't live by like these long ass laws and courts and judges.
We don't even know our laws right now. Dude.
Precisely. So we made our own laws and we governed ourselves.
Sure.
We were capable of, without a huge legal act and a huge legal constitution. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
So essentially, there's three responses to the three requests of the MNYENI, which is the supreme moral authority that gives people the ability to make their own laws, right, and keep their own bed clean, as a figure of speech.
True.
Right, and then there's something called the supreme life mandate, which enables people to be able to cultivate commercial life, cultivate good, earn an honest living.
Yes.
Right. And then lastly, getting people to understand what their attitude towards money and the economy should be, and actually teach people how to actually live in a skill-driven and equitable economy.
So this is the Zulu social experiment. This is
exactly it. So once we get the entire world to ratify this declaration of sovereignty, this would be the fulfillment of what Jesus was saying, that, hey, he will come and give the world convincing evidence concerning sin, righteousness, and judgment. Fucking crazy.
It's epic. I'm sitting in the lecture room. I'm sitting in the lecture room like, what the? Hey, yo, like, let's talk about this.
Alright, so we'll tie it up there a bit over time, but that was what's up, guys.
Easy, man. Like, I'm still saying again, I'm in the lecture room like, what is Master saying right now?